Greetings everyone, and welcome back to another installment in the series called Tacky Tablets that I've only done one episode so far and have been meaning to do more, and well, here is the next one anyways. But this is a series in which I test technologically terrible tacky tablets I have collected over the years to demonstrate any redeeming qualities that these devices may have. One take! Before I do continue on, I'll just let you all know that there is timestamps in the description and my voice is dying slowly. Very, very slowly. That's great. Before I start rambling on, that timestamps are in the description below, so you can skip to whatever point in this video that you'd like to. If you want to skip straight to the teardown, or if you want to skip to where I'm trying to play games on this thing, then that's absolutely fine. That's why they are there. And also, the extracted system files from this thing are going to be in the description as well below, so feel free to comb through them and see if you find anything funny. I don't think you'll find much, to be honest, but feel free to let me know. And also, I have to give a massive shout out to a longtime viewer of mine who goes by the name of JOELFREAK. He contacted me and said, "I'm coming from the US to Australia, do you need anything?" And I sat back going, no, I don't think so. And then I thought of one thing. This thing. And he said, okay, no worries. You tell me which one you want and I'll get it for you. You fix me up when I get there. And I now have an LG Wing. Oh, just this, man. It's so cool. Functionality wise, it's cool as a video camera because of the whole gimbal thing and stuff like that, but apart from this, it's kind of impractical to use. You're not really going to be using it in this mode terribly much. You just flick it back to that and that's it. But the thing with this though is that it has a faulty SIM reader. The SIM card slot and the SD card slot are right next to each other here. SD card works fine, but SIM doesn't. So I'd probably have to take it apart and have a look and see if the pins are damaged or not, but it just doesn't detect a SIM card at all. But otherwise, everything works. If you folks watched me on stream, I was actually looking on AliExpress for one of these, but it was $440 Australian plus import taxes and stuff. Joel was able to get this for me for 150 USD, converted to Australian, I think that's 240 Australian. And I met up with him in person, he just went, there you go, there it is. I now have an LG Wing. So a massive thank you to JOELFREAK for doing that. I really do appreciate it. I also got a pair of sneakers from the US that I couldn't get sent to Australia, so he also bought me them too. So I really do appreciate you getting these things for me because, yeah, this is just, it's cool. I don't know if I'll do a review on this or not. I sort of thought about it, but people have already done reviews on this, so I don't exactly know what I can bring to the table. Plus, there's a lot to cover on this as well. But anyways, you're not here to see an LG Wing, just for the whole sake of it. There you go. Just remember that this was LG's last greatest phone. Rest in peace, LG. Rest in peace. You are here to see a tacky tablet. This isn't quite a tacky tablet and it doesn't fit in frame. Why don't I just show the back of it? That's a bit easier. So this is the original iPad with a nice dent in it, and there's another dent up here as well. I got this from eWaste for, I think, $5 or something like that. All works perfectly fine. I don't know what iOS version it's on. Actually, it might still switch on. It might have battery life. Oh, look at that. I haven't switched this on in a while, man. Look at the old Apple logo, though. Gone those days. I think it just died. Oh, no, there it is. Hello. There you go. Dismiss. I still love the iPad, the original iPad, in 2022. I think it's still a pretty good thing. Yeah, it's on 3.2.2, Wi-Fi only, 16 gigabytes. Don't know if you can actually downgrade this or not to an earlier version of iOS, or if this was the original version of iOS or iPadOS that came with this. Yeah, it all works, and it was the starting point of the many iPads to be released from Apple. But why I'm showing you this, though, is leading up to the tacky tablet that I want to show you. Forget iOS functionality and everything out of the way, forget the shiny Apple logo, forget all of that. You've already seen it in the thumbnail anyways. From this, we go to this. Very good. Well done. Very close to the real deal. So in terms of size-wise, the fake iPad, which I don't know what this is actually called at the moment, because I haven't checked the specifications or anything like that, so we'll just call it the fake iPad for now. It has an aluminium back cover. The Apple logo is basically just painted on. It says, if you can just see, iPad and W. There is remnants of the D, but that has since long gone, and I don't know what it would have said under it, probably Wi-Fi most likely. The shape of it's more the original iPad rather than the iPad 2, but this makes an improvement over the iPad 1 by including a 5-whole megapixel camera right on the back there, dual stereo speakers, and a reset button hole thing. And there's also a manufacturing sticker, which I need to look at. But basically, yeah, size-wise, they're almost the same. And then the front of them, not even close. There's no home button or anything like that. The only similar things to an actual iPad that this has is it has that on the back. I got this from Cash Converters back in 2013 or 2014 for, I think, $20 or something close to that. It was sold to me as faulty because it would not charge. It just refused to charge. Yeah, Cash Converters bought this, and I don't know if they thought this was real or if they just bought it because the person was desperate. I don't know. I've just basically had it sitting around, haven't done anything with it, and then I pulled it out recently to show on stream and tried charging it. It showed a little bit of life. However, the battery inside of it was starting to swell, so I took the old battery out and put another one in because I've actually learned how to solder a very minuscule amount. I can't really do it. I just poke at things and hope it works, and that's what I've done, and I've put a new battery in here that I don't know where I've pinched that from. But anyways, it all works now, and this is what I want to show you today. The manufacturing date on here is 2012 to 2013, so I would say, yeah, either 2013, 2014, I would have bought this. Pretty much, yeah, it's just the Apple icon just painted on. If I used a bit of isopropyl alcohol, I'd be able to just rub that straight off. But the only other similarities that I could say with this thing are the two buttons up here, which that's supposed to be the mute switch and the volume rocker there. But in fact, this button here is the escape button, and then this is home and menu, and you've actually got to hold a combination to get volume up and volume down working. Ports wise though, this is where this thing kind of shines. We have a screw, which holds it together. That's fun. A headphone jack, micro USB port, micro SD card slot, on the go micro USB port, mini HDMI, charging port, and power button, and a sticker, which doesn't tell me too much, but I'd say it was manufactured in 2012 or 2013. On the go, so you can use a keyboard, micro SD card slot to expand the storage, mini HDMI to output it to a TV if you wanted to. So while it's a tacky tablet, it's not bad in terms of I/O. And basically what you're left with is this, not that you can see it. And then what you are left with on the front is this. There is nothing going on except a tiny little camera just there, which is a whole 1.23 megapixels slapped right on there. But you're probably thinking, when I boot this thing up, it's going to show the Apple logo. Unfortunately, it doesn't. So they've just put the Apple logo on there, and they'd hope that you'd just believe that this was a legitimate iPad, even though when it boots up, you'll see what it says. There is a screen protector already applied onto this. I don't know if I should take it off or not. I'll probably just leave it on because then it's going to be much more glossier and you'll see reflections and it's not going to look good. That's not the power on button, I just forgot. Okay, alright, we're ready to power it on. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Get a little Android icon, just show you close up. There he is there. But wait for it, it gets better. Wait for it. Oh, there you go, there's Derp Droid there. Android. See? It's a legit iPad. Completely legit. 100%. No home button. That's a feature. And yeah, by the look of that Android there, you know what's coming. You know what's coming next. We've booted up. It's very exciting, isn't it? If you want to guess what Android version this is running, feel free, but I'll tell you soon when I get to settings. We have 100% battery life. I don't know how long that's going to last though. SD card's all mounted, and then we have the on-screen keys there. So if I press this, it brings up that, and then this one goes back. But I think you press and hold to get the volume working. Oh, there you go, yeah, press and hold it. That's how you get the volume to work. This has been factory reset, there's no setup or anything like that, and this is what it shows on boot. So if I scroll across, we have Super HD player, which is supposedly a 4K media player on this. We should definitely test that. We've got settings, and that's it for there. Scroll back to here, we've got a little widget there. If I touch and hold, we have live wallpapers, Super HD player, and wallpapers. Let's have a look at the wallpapers. Also, we have probably stolen off iPad, probably stolen off iPad, probably stolen off iPad. That's Android. If it loads, there we go. I actually don't know where this is from. You're probably going to have to tell me where these are from. I think they're iPad, no, I was going to say Samsung, possibly. I actually don't know. But they all look nice, but I think what I'll do is choose this one. Just so you can get a look at the display properly. You can sort of count the pixels if you try to, and the screen protector with all its scratches isn't really helping, but the quality of the screen is not that good. It's a very cheapo, low-res display. It's just a TFT LCD, and the viewing angles on this are pretty bad because once you start to turn it, you can't really see anything, and when I was doing the camera test, I was pretty much just holding this and going, I think I'm taking a photo. I think that's good enough, because I just couldn't really see what was going on here. Now, going into the menu, we have Adobe Reader, Aldiko, I think that's just an ebook reader, browser, calculator, calendar, camera, clock, documents to do something, downloads, email, file manager, flash player, something or other, Gmail, HiQ, MP3 recorder, I'd say, latitude, maps, music, navigation, places, Play Store, search, settings, Super HD player, talk, and YouTube. So if I go straight into settings, I'll connect to Wi-Fi while I'm here, which only has 2.4 gigahertz, which may or may not connect. There's your keyboard there, looking very Android 4-ish. Alright, we're now connected to Wi-Fi, so data usage doesn't have anything. Oh, there you go. Just took a while to pop up. In more, we have airplane mode, Ethernet, which I'd say this would have came with those little dongles that came with some cheapo tablets where it had like 2 USB ports and an Ethernet or something like that. VPN, portable hotspot, Wi-Fi direct, mobile networks. But how? There's no SIM card slot in this, unless the dongle that probably did come with this had a SIM card slot on it, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. There's no SIM card slots on this anywhere, so that's news to me. Anyways, in sound, we have the phone ringtone as Flutie Phone. Oh man, you've come a long way. Still sounding good. Dial pad touch tones, and screen lock sound, nothing much there. In display, brightness, wallpaper, auto rotate, sleep, screen adaptation, used to adjust size of some games' display screen. Enable current adaptation. Display mode. Center. Yes. In storage, we have a whole, get ready for it, 8 gigabytes of internal storage. Sorry, I'm trying to work out lighting, so I've put some microfiber cloths behind this to hold it up. Should be fine now. So yeah, we've got 8 gigabytes of internal storage on here, and then my 16 gig micro SD card. Battery's probably going to freak out because it doesn't know what's going on. It's at 96% now, with screen, Android system, media, launcher, and Google services being the most resourceful. Then going to applications. But I'll just quickly scroll through here to see if there's anything of note, but there shouldn't be too much here. I don't think there'd be anything too dodgy. We'll use an activity launcher. What is Koi free? We're going to use an activity launcher to bring that up. Launcher's there as well. Mobile data, so there is mobile stuff with this or something. Okay, Super HD player, system UI, system update, talkback, and something dodgy there. We should get that going. Not too much going on here. Accounts, location, security, you can do not terribly much in here. This isn't a device to have fake fingerprint and stuff like that. It's actually telling the truth for the most part. Accessibility, developer options is enabled by default, but I've already dumped the system file, so I don't need to do much here. And then finally, in about tablet, the model number is the M9702T. Android version is 4.0.4, which the Easter egg is, yeah. I remember, Nyan Cat, that meme. Wow, that was so long ago. Baseband version's dated to 2012. The kernel version is iNet data at iNet Super Server. Its Super Server build number is a bunch of stuff, 2012 there, so yeah, 2012 this would be. System update looks a little something like this, by the way. Check now. Please make sure you have update zip in NAND or SD card. You could technically update this if you had the update package from the manufacturer. But considering I don't know the manufacturer of this thing, their website's probably long gone, so that's not very useful. In status though, what do we have in here? Serial number? Serial number. The serial number is unknown. That's the first time that I've had serial number come up as unknown. IMEI is also unknown as well, so you can't check that and see where that's pinched from. That's everything that's in settings. So far, this is not that exciting, is it? So let's just start testing the many features of this to see if this 10 or 11-year-old tablet is somewhat good if you found this and decided to pick it up because it says iPad on the back. If we go to Google, Google comes up. iPad. Just give it a while. It's alright. There we go. Impressive. Let's go into Wikipedia. Let's see how this behaves. Oh, okay, the certificates are invalid on this, so I can't do terribly much past Google, because the date's all correct and everything, so it's not an issue with that. Oh yeah, Widgets is here too. What does Widgets have? Aldiko, analog clock, bookmarks, Gmail, power control, photo gallery, traffic, and YouTube. Okay. Let's try Aldiko. What's Aldiko? It's a book reader, that's right. Well, is there any books on this by default, or is it just the app that comes pre-installed? Oh, hello. There's a free book. Nice. White Fang by Jack London. Watch the speed of this. You just gotta give it a big old swipe. There you go. It's just like a real book, you know. Just go for it. Okay, well that's helpful. You get a free book with this. I wonder how much this would have retailed for back in 2012, actually. Well, back to the browser. That's not going to do anything, so we're kind of stuck with that. What does calculator look like? That's the basic Android 4.0.4 calculator. Calendar looks like calendar. Not much to note here. Camera's up next though. Now I can finally show you something entertaining. Here we go. Yeah, this shadow here is because I've got microfiber cloths shoved under this thing. But otherwise, this is the camera interface. So you have this big circle there and you can zoom in like that and go back. And then if I turn the camera around, you can just see camera, and that's about it. You can also zoom in. You can change the settings like a timer, exposure, and if we go into camera settings, it says 1.3 megapixels for the front camera and super fine, and then going back to the rear camera, it is 5 megapixels with the picture quality at normal, because if I had the setting at final super fine, I'd take a photo and the app would crash. Yeah, I'll show you. Well, fuck you then. I had to have the quality on normal during the camera test, because if I bumped it up to fine or super fine outside, it would refuse to take a photo. Obviously it was too much of quality to take in, so it just didn't work. Video, you can have 720p video on the rear camera, and not much you can do on the front camera. I'm gonna splice in the photos and videos that I took with this thing. There's not a lot going on for this for 2012, 2013 or whatever, so enjoy what you're about to see, because things are gonna get really, really laggy. Alright, here we are testing the video quality on the really crappy iPad knockoff thing that I've been holding on to for many years, and it's like 2 FPS. That's pretty good. I would say that's absolutely acceptable quality right there. That's really, really fantastic. That's amazing. Look at that. If I stand completely still, you might be able to see some details, but otherwise, that's wow. I mean, if I filmed in 480p, it's probably going to be a little bit better. Come on, man. We've got 720p. Why don't you use 720p? Can you even see what's going on? I can't see anything because the screen is absolutely god-awful with viewing angles. That's for sure. Look, they're dancing. Whee! No settings to change on this. It's all fairly basic, but it gives you an idea of what the quality is like on this thing. What am I even going to call this thing? It's an iPad. Well, actually it says iPad at the back. But these long gone shut up birds. Yeah, and the faraway icon. Oh, hang on, wait, there we go. Which is whoop, like that. Wow, look at that quality. That's wonderful. I guess we should just go into the front camera now and get to see how wonderful that looks. Oh look, there is a lemon there. Yep, there he is. Hey Ripley. Hi. That's the flop of approval. Oh, no, you take it back. Okay, that's fair. How's the video quality? 1 frame a second? 2 frames a second? Maybe 2. Might be lucky. 2. Hello. Yep, you're just a huge blur for this camera. Looking good. Looking good, Rip. Hey? Yeah? Just agree with it? Just no, that's a shake. Okay.
So this is the front video quality of the iPad knockoff. Why is it better than the rear camera? I don't know, but I've got some gully movement, but I'm not actually moving. It looks like I'm dancing around, but that's not gully movement. That's just s'mores movement there. I guess I don't know, man. You know what? It's alright. The front camera's okay. It will do, I guess. For this thing that I've been holding on to for years, I think it's much better than the rear camera quality, that's for sure. Also, I'm looking over there. I should be looking up there because I can zoom in. Oh my god.
Should I include more panorama shots in future camera tests with cheapo devices? Because when I was trying to do that, it was just lagging along, just chugging along. The results aren't really that great, but it might be good to show them on future devices. If you want to see it, let me know. But otherwise, you've just seen the camera test for this, and oh boy, 4 frames a second on the back camera in daytime, but then inside with minimal light, 2 frames a second. Amazing. Solid. good job. But at least it's a 5 megapixel on the back and 1.3 megapixels on the front, so it's not lying, so I guess that's okay. But otherwise, that's the camera test. I mean, you can't expect too much from a device from 2012. It would be fine if you probably didn't use the camera. That would probably be the best way. Let's move on, because I've loaded up some more applications on here, and I've also put a 4K video onto this, so we're going to test that 4K player and see if it works. Clock. Looks like a clock. It's fun. I knew looking at this tablet wasn't going to be that exciting, but we'll keep going. Documents to something or other. Compatibility zoom. Okay, so what? Okay. Zoom to fill screen. Oh, that's kind of cool. Now I can see what's going on. Everything's completely blurry. That's fine. Cool. Okay, so that happened. Downloads has nothing in it, email's going to have nothing in it. File manager looks a little something like this. Did it actually look like this on Android 4.0.4? Or just Android 4? Oh, the book's going to be in the system files. I didn't put that there, it's not my fault. Pretty basic file manager, nothing to note there. Flash player will not work anymore, so can't do much here either. Gmail, not going to do much in there. GTA 3, we'll get to soon. High quality MP3 recorder though. Okay. To ensure that the app... What is it doing? To ensure that the application runs smoothly, we need to make sure that the device supports recording in 44 kHz or 22 kHz, is fast enough to produce MP3 in real time. Result passed. Okay, continue. Hello, this is recording with this tablet. It should sound a little something like this. Not to mention, you've already seen the camera test where you've heard the microphone already, but anyways, that's what that looks like. Hello, this is recording with this tablet. Should sound a little something like this. Not to mention, you've already seen the camera test where you've heard the microphone already, but anyways, that's what that sounds like. There you go. And yes, there is actually 2 speakers in there. I'll show you that when we tear this down. The speakers don't really sound the best. The microphone quality is clear though. Latitude, maps, music. Well, speaking about speakers, it's time to do the speaker test. That was a lot of speakers, but alright, cool, let's go. Let's play some BFG Division on this tablet. Okay, I kind of take back the speakers sounding terrible. No, I take that back, they sound terrible. Wait till you see the actual hardware in them. Not that you can see what's going on here, but... They're basically just tin cans, but you know, good enough. Look. 2 speakers. For a cheapo tablet, they'll do, but as I said, wait till you see the hardware when I tear this down. Alright, anything else that's exciting? Navigation, places, Play Store, we'll leave that. QuickShortcutMaker we'll come back to. Search we've already looked at. Secret codes, settings, the 4K player. Alrighty. Go on. Okay, so I've had to open up the file manager to detect the 4K file, which I downloaded off some random site, but it just featured demos from companies showcasing what 4K looks like. So if I just open it up and just let it kick in. Just let it kick in. Hold on. Might get somewhere. Well, this is the 4K experience. That's not going to kick in, is it? Origin size. 4:3. Nope. Nope. That's not going to work. Well, that's a great media player. At least you get to hear the 4K experience. It probably could play maybe 720p video or 1080p video, maybe, but 4K is wrong. 4K just doesn't work, unless it's encoded incorrectly, but that was just an MP4 file that should have played. Anyways, we'll move on, because we've got system info, we'll come back to that, talk is talk, and YouTube is YouTube. Oh, well, YouTube doesn't work either. This tablet's very exciting, extremely exciting. Okay, well, unless I updated YouTube to work on Android 4.0.4, I don't think we're going to get anywhere. So let's just leave that and just start opening up the stuff that I've installed. And what I want to open up first is Grand Theft Auto 3, because I want to try gaming on this thing. And I actually don't know the specs of this. I think it's 1 gig of RAM, but that's as far as I remember. Here we go. GTA 3 on this iPad. Oop. 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 It's okay. It might kick in. Give it some time. Oh, hello. Should I put the display resolution like all the way up? Let's do exactly that. Let's just watch it lag. Time to watch it suffer. I mean, if a watch could play GTA 3, this should be able to play it too, but I'm not holding my breath. Here we go. Oh, actually, it's kind of not bad. Banshee. Oh, yeah, it's bad. Does this even have multi-touch? I don't even know. I don't think it has multi-touch. Okay, let's get in the car then. Nice and slow. Alright. Also, the back's starting to heat up. That's okay. We're pushing this thing to its limits. Oh, the input lag as well. I mean, it's just because the game is also extremely laggy. Oh, that was a sweet corner. Press. Just slightly laggy. It's fine. If I put the settings down, then yeah, it'd run a little bit better. But otherwise, oh, can I make it? Yep. Oh, flawless. No, no, oh, yeah, it's just a little bit fine. Whoops, my bad. I should have put another game on here actually, but I still haven't found a decent enough game that's going to push like an Android 2.3 to early Android 4 device to its absolute limits, so that's why I just stuck with GTA 3. I should have tried Vice City actually. That could have worked too, but GTA 3 is the only one I have, so it does work. That's the main thing. There's not much left, so I guess we'll just check the specs then. I thought this would have had more, I don't know, fun things, but no, it's not. It is definitely a tacky tablet. Oh, there we go, hello. So it's an unknown M9702T. That is the manufacturer of this, it's unknown. 720 by 1024 is the resolution. We have an accelerometer, which, yeah, it does work. It's supposed to work. There we go, it works. 16GB is the flash size, not 8GB. I was wrong. The system on chip, though, is the all-winner single-core processor at 1.2 GHz with a Mali 400MP processor, the same one that's used on the MT6580. But yeah, all-winner. I don't think I've actually featured an all-winner device on this channel before. System, unknown. Oh, the brand is iNet. I'm gonna look that up and see if it still exists. Googling iNet M9720T comes up with some newspaper articles, some PDFs, and it looks like a Russian video with someone poking around inside of this. There is a device called a Truma iNet X panel device, but that's by Truma UK and not iNet, because iNet's the... Okay, that's confusing. It doesn't exist. It probably never did exist. If you can somehow find information about iNet, feel free to let me know. Oh, the device is actually called the Crane, so it's the iNet Crane. Let's Google that. I think I found it. There is a Linux website that's come up that says iNet 3F-TD all-winner A10 based tablet board. This one belongs to iNet's 3F-XX board family. That's it, that matches. This is also known as the Polaroid Mid C907, MyPhone MyTab 10, Dragon Touch E97, and the DX-Q91 is what this is. That's very confusing, so it's basically just a rebranded thing that's been rebranded. That makes sense. Screen 720 by 1024. Let's do the multi-touch test, because I don't think it's anything. Oh, hello, okay, it's 10-point multi-touch. Get fucked. How is that a 10-point multi-touch display on this thing? I didn't expect it to be more than 2. Okay, well, that's good. Oh, the RAM doesn't show anything. Yeah, internal storage is 16GB. No, I'm confused. Internal storage is 16GB, but the external storage is close to 8GB, but my microSD card is 16GB. Once again, that's very confusing. It could be because this app's quite new. I'll try the other one and see if that comes up with anything. Camera's 1.3 megapixel, 5 megapixel. It's not lying there. Battery just says 1000 milliamp hours. As I said, I don't remember what battery I've put in here. We'll check that out soon. Sensors, we have an accelerometer and that's it. All right, we'll go to the next application. All right, we've got to turn it this way to use it. So yeah, it's the iNet Crane, but the hardware is Sun 4i. Ice cream sandwich. The system on chip is Crane. All right, I'm extremely confused now. And then going to memory, we have 1.2 gigabytes because it's detecting the small little Android partition. Moving along to RAM though, we have... It's loading to show us how much RAM we have. It's a feature, okay? It is a feature. It doesn't even want to. I think it's 1 gigabyte of RAM. Screen size 7.8 inches. Definitely not the case. There is a 9.7 inch display on this. Battery, not going to tell me much there. Thermal, not much there. Sensors, not much there. Cameras, barely works. I think I found the IMEI. If you want to check that, feel free. Signal strength is also 319%. Holy crap. I've installed an old version of CPU-Z, which says the Allwinner A10 is based on a 55nm process. Holy shit. System, yeah, there we go. 1GB of RAM. With root access. Right out of the box, you've got root access. I wonder what the box actually looked like for this. That pretty much confirmed the specs. I remember it being 1GB, but I just didn't remember what system on chip was in here. Well, the last things to look at this very uninteresting tacky tablet is secret codes and QuickShortcutMaker. So secret codes, we'll see if anything pops up for it. That's not a lot. Settings is just gonna bring up. Oh, here we go. This is just the usual testing menu. I thought it was MediaTek only that had this, but obviously not. Battery information, has no idea. Battery technology is life, but it's L-I-F-E. Well then, let's go to QuickShortcutMaker then, and have a look and see if I can find that koi thing, whatever it was. Koi free, here it is. How to use this wallpaper. Return to your home screen, long tap in an empty spot, select wallpaper from the pop-up, look for live wallpapers category. I didn't check live wallpapers, did I? Whoops. Aha! I found it. There we go. Wow. This is exciting. Boop. Oh, look. Hey, it doesn't run too bad, actually. Boop. I could do this all day. It's kind of relaxing. It doesn't make a noise like on Samsung. I remember booting up the S3 for the first time. It's just water droplet sounds everywhere when you touch the screen. But I can just disrupt the koi fish's day by just completely poking at them for as much as I want. This is fun. You are watching this content, right? You're sitting here right now watching on your mobile device or whatever device you're watching on. You're watching a grown man touch the screen of a cheapo tablet with koi fish, the 3D models on a 2D background. You're just watching this. This is entertainment. That's fair enough. What was that? Okay, here it is. Oh, that's a pinion thing. Okay, so I thought that might have been like a dodgy application, but no, it's just the input method. Is there anything else that might be worth taking a look at? System updates. Oops, shit. Broke it. System updates. Probably not going to have too much in there. No, that seems to be it, honestly. Well, this koi-free thing would be in the system files, so feel free to extract that and put it on your own device if you wanted to, because it's really fun to just tap the screen. This is the best thing that's come out of this device so far. The fact that it was able to play GTA 3, kind of, and also this koi-free thing. That is it with this device. There is nothing more to test. I could have updated YouTube to show you YouTube on this thing, but honestly, with the specifications of this, it's not too interesting at all. It's just the whole gimmick of, it's got iPad slapped on the back of it. If it didn't have this, it's just a generic cheapo tablet from 2012 that has 2 stereo speakers and a whole bunch of I/O. But I've been holding on to this thing for so long that I just finally wanted to get around to just looking at it and just testing it out to just see what it's like, and I've finally done that. It's nothing special. Anyways, I guess we should power this thing off then and tear it down, because that's all I can do with this, honestly. You might find that this Tacky Tablet series might be discontinued because, you know, it's not really too interesting having a look at these things, is it? But I try my best, you know. I do have a lot of tablets that are just laying around. Like, I've got some in box and stuff that I've went, yeah, I should really show these, but they're running old versions of Android. They're pretty much stock for the most part. There's not a lot I can do except for camera test, music, show a couple of things, and that's it. But the video still somehow goes for 40 minutes. Anyways, let's tear this apart. Take the 2 screws out, and then we just pry the back off and we're in. This might be the most exciting part of this video, actually, because I genuinely can't remember what it looks like in here. I just know that there's the shitty speakers. You ready to see what's inside of iPad? Oh, shit, wrong way. There we go. Perfect. The 2 speakers are just taped to the back there. That's how they work. I mean, they could have, you know, put 1 speaker over here and 1 speaker over here, but no, they're just tape it. It's fine. It's good. What's also fine is my battery that I've put in here is a 3500 milliamp hour one that I've stolen from something. Oh, no, that's fine. There we go. I don't know where I stole this from, actually. I think I stole it from another cheapo tablet by memory, and then I just stuck it down there. We got the display ribbon, touch assembly, and basically the motherboard. But we can take a closer look at the guts there. So we have a Hynix module just there, which should be the flash, I would say. Then we have the Allwinner processor, which has a sticker right on top of it. I would say that would be the RAM. They're Hynix modules. You can just see them there. They've got codes on them there. Each of them is 256 megabytes. That would make up the 1 gigabyte of RAM. Then we also have this thing here. I'd say that would be Wi-Fi. If I show you there, it says Realtek on it. But that's just, you know, soldered there like so, because why not? There's no other chips, but I might actually just lift the board up and just see if there's anything underneath. Maybe there's a hidden SIM card slot in here, perhaps? The cameras are both on the same flex ribbon and appear to have no codes on them. Oh, there's a code there. It's just folded in the flex ribbon. Right there. I'll Google that and see if that comes up with anything. Yeah, 5 megapixels and 1.3 megapixels. I mean, they are what they are. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's all that's under it. But I did discover something just down there. There it is, the iNet 3FTD Revision 1, Zen GC 2012, 28th of the 8th, 2012. And there is a small sticker just there, which tells me that it has 8 gig of internal storage, 256 by 4, and it passed on the 23rd of the 10th, 2012. The screen replacement's fairly easy, it's just a bunch of screws and pops off, that's it. Alright, well I'll just quickly make sure I didn't kill it. Oh, the battery just fell out. It's all good, so I'll just display the specs to the side here, so you can just make sure that everything's all good with this upside down tablet. But yeah, this wasn't really that interesting. As I said, I thought there would have been something a little bit more interesting about this, but there's only so much I can do with a cheapo tablet that doesn't really have too much on it. There's nothing funny to joke at about this. It was just fairly basic, wasn't it? But that's the whole point of Tacky Tablets, I suppose. We're seeing if these devices are any good, and well, this works perfect. That's it, everyone. That's all I've got to show you with this thing. I've had this for so many years and I've finally taken a look at it. It wasn't worth it. Was it worth 20 bucks that I paid for it? Kind of, I guess. It would have been really interesting to have the box, but I just got it as is. If you do want to see more cheapo tablets that I do have, I'm happy to show them, but they're just probably not going to be as interesting as like a Wacom device or something like that, because most of them are fairly basic and there's not too much to do on them. But I'm more than happy to show them maybe later down the track, because at the moment I now have the OnePlus 10T in my hands to review, so that will be the next video after this one. I just figured I'd put out something nice and easy before I get onto this big review of looking at a OnePlus 10T. So yeah, look forward to that, folks. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for me. I hope you did enjoy this for what it was, though. I wish there was a fake Apple logo on boot up or something like that, but unfortunately, it is what it is. Maybe in the system files, you can have a look. Those will be down in the description below, and timestamps are also in the description below if you need to skip to wherever, because you probably got bored watching 10 minutes and went, nah, this Tacky tablet's too tacky. But anyways, folks, I am going to leave it here. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, if you want to see more, let me know, and I'm happy to do them in due time. But until the next time I see you, please take care, stay safe, be good people, and I'll see you all in the next video, which should be looking at the OnePlus 10T, which I know a big, long, in-depth review of a not so cheapo device is probably not everyone's cup of tea, but I've looked at a number of OnePlus devices on this channel, and I just really want to take a look at this and see how performance on a device from 2022 is, with the 8 Plus Gen 1 thing in it. Anyways, I'll work on that. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.